Hello, everyone. Hello. Happy Friday. I just wanted to make sure that I jumped on. I'm working on trying to go live on my page about every Friday, guys. And each week I want to come in with a different topic, that can help either our beauty professionals, our consumers, just get the word out about what is available to our hair loss clients and what we can do to help our hair loss clients. Okay. So today I want to talk to you guys about the topic, what is a hair loss medical facility? All right. You probably seen me post about that, advertising like, hey, I help stylists convert from a salon to a medical hair loss facility. But today I want to talk to what are the benefits that actual individuals like yourselves, like our consumers, can actually get who are needing the needs that are provided from a hair loss medical facility. So, first things first, let me introduce myself. I am Amber McCray. I'm your lucrative insurance strategist, but I'm also your local clinical trichologist and non surgical hair replacement specialist located here in Augusta, Georgia. All right, I work with clients virtually and in person, and I offer non surgical hair replacement services as well as hair restoration services to individuals who are experiencing alopecia. And we do this through an organic approach. Okay, we offer organic solutions to get this done, meaning we're trying to keep things pain free. We're trying to actually get to the root cause of the different issues. And if you're an individual who maybe your hair loss is too far gone, like maybe you don't have any follicles anymore, maybe you're dealing with some type of medical conditions that are going to cause it for your hair not to be there anymore, I'm the girl to come to because we can actually offer hair replacement alternatives for you. Okay, so I just wanted to really get in and and kind of just talk on that subject today. All right. So when I say when I advertise Healthy Hair Solutions Corp as a hair loss medical facility, what does that really mean? And if you're in our chat, make sure you say hello. I like to engage. I have it where I can see everything today. Okay. But what does that really mean for individuals when we say like, hey, we are an actual standing hair loss medical facility? So I don't want to say that's a name I kind of created, but it's not. It really means that we have actually went through the credentialing process, guys. That hair loss, what beauty professionals, what we are able to do once we get certain trainings, certificate of completions in hair loss, top hair loss industries. Like we have like trichology, you have non-surgical hair replacement, you have hair loss practitioners. Your stylist and we go and get trained in those type of things, guys, we are actually able to get credentialed through other agencies and companies so we can help better serve you on the medical side. Most people who are dealing with hair loss are dealing with it because of something that's medically going on, rather than hormonal. There's some people like, oh, I'm just getting older, my hair's coming out. No, your hormones are in balance. There's some hormonal changes going on. So, of course, medically that can be proven. All right. Some people who are actually have gotten, trauma to the head, like maybe they had a burn situation or maybe they had a head injury. That's something that can be proven medically. Another common one is PCCA, these scarring alopecias. Individuals can go to their doctors and actually get a biopsy or get treated and say, hey, I actually have scarring going on. I can get diagnosed with that. So anything that you can get a diagnosis for when it comes to hair loss can be treated by a hair loss medical facility. We do cover ups for you guys all the time, but if you want the opportunity for other things to pay for your services, these are things that you can actually, I want to give you guys the tips that you can do as a consumer or a client or a patient to help us to be able to help you on the medical side. Now, like I say, first things first, like I say, you want to be dealing with when you're getting hair loss services, you do want to make sure you're going to someone like if your stylist has went and got that training that you need, we can actually start to go get credentialed. But my stylists who follow me, hey guys, I do a free webinar every Monday at 1 p.m. that I can actually tell you guys how to get into this and become a hair loss medical facility. But today I want to talk to our clients so they can help us, those of us who are offering these services, help be able to help them. So when you guys come to us, there's a few things we want to make sure that you do first. As I actually just spoke with somebody recently, when we see hair loss, most times stylists, we are the first people to see that you are dealing with hair loss. Or, you guys confide in us, we're your therapist, you could be able to tell us like, hey, I'm going through this illness, whatever the case may be. So we may be the first defense to see that, hey, my client is actually experiencing hair loss. So when that happens, it is our job, our mission, since we are master cosmetologists or we're style, we're beauty professionals, we're barbers, it is up to us to be able to refer to what's necessary. So I tell my clients, if you're dealing with hair loss, and it's kind of coming out the blue, and we know that it's nothing that we're doing. If you're coming to a beauty professional every 2 weeks and all of a sudden your hair is thinning, we want to get to the root cause of what's causing that thinning. All right. So what we're gonna do is, hey, well, let's go. Let me get you to go to your doctor. All right. I know a lot of customers are learning, hey, insurance can cover my services. Insurance can only cover your services when we actually have on your medical record that you have hair loss. How do you get things on your medical record? Well, I'm glad you asked because I want to help you get to that today. So, to get something on your medical record, we're going to first say, hey, you need to go to your primary doctor or your dermatologist so you can let them know, hey, I'm dealing with hair loss. Now, if you have like some type of bald spot or something a little more severe going on, most times doctors will actually, you having burning or itching on your scalp, doctors will actually can actually do a biopsy of the area. Stylists, we cannot do a biopsy of of your area. Well, so we cannot diagnose. So what we do is, and even if you're getting sent to a trichologist, as a trichologist, I'm going to send you to your doctor to get that final biopsy to get a specific diagnosis. And I'm also going to send you there because that diagnosis is going to get put on your medical record. All right. So when that is put on your medical record, they will give you something like a prescription. You're like, well, hey, I would like to get a wig or a cranial prosthesis so I can actually get my hair covered up while rather you're going through treatment or rather you just kind of want a immediate style. And you can get things like there are different types of wigs, and I'm talking about a wig that you necessarily find at the store. But when you go work with a trichologist or a non-surgical hair placement specialist, somebody in the hair loss industry, we have access to things like um, actual cranial prosthesis. So I'm not saying this is a wig that we just call it that, but we can actually get things customized to what your hair care needs are. This is an example of a topper. Behind me, I have a full lace wig, but I also have clients who usually when I order them, they're immediately sent out. But I have silicone-based units that clients use too because they may have, a permanent hair loss and their hair is not coming back. So they may need something that's going to grip their head. So I had a client, one of my beauty professionals asked me earlier, like, hey, well, what makes it really a cranial prosthesis? Okay. What is the difference with that? What is really making it a cranial prosthesis? Well, the cranial prosthesis, I tell people anything that's used, if we're using their whatever attachment we're using for medical use, because we're putting it on a client dealing with medical conditions, now you're looking at that'll be used as a cranial prosthesis. But technically, like I said, it's really covered with non-surgical hair placement. And when people ask, like, when I get my hair done, if I could get my hair loss services covered with insurance, they're going to cover a cranial prosthesis. Right now, currently, insurance companies are not covering um, hair restoration treatments. But if you go into the beauty professionals, they can maybe offer other medical financing options for you to be able to get your hair restoration treatment covered. Or like there's a way that we can use the funding to do what we need to do for you so you can get the treatments that you need. But I will say on paperwork, and I'm big on paperwork is going to say cranial prosthesis because that is what insurance covers. And so we want to just, it's our place to make sure we inform you of that and make sure we guide you in those steps. So once you're getting that prescription from your doctor saying that, hey, I want this cranial prosthesis, I want to get some type of, something to cover my head while I'm going through this hair loss situation, you'll get a prescription that you can bring to a durable medical equipment supplier, guys. And hey, that's us. That is what your trichologist, your non-surgical hair placement specialist, when we actually are able to accept insurance, they look at us as durable medical equipment suppliers. So these right here are considered supplies to cover your hair loss. All right, these are supplies, durable medical equipment supplies that are used to cover your hair loss. So when you have a prescription on your profile, when you have a letter of medical necessity saying it is medically necessary to get this coverage on your head, that's what we're doing. Okay. And we're able to do our medical part of billing insurance or guiding you to the process to get reimbursement from your insurance company when you have these things on your profile. All right. Another resource that is available for you guys beyond insurance is if you are a veteran. Okay, veterans are able to go through their Veteran Affairs Hospital to actually get coverage for their hair loss services. And Not necessarily the hair restoration part, but they cover a cranial prosthesis. So there is so much funding set to the side for our veterans that they can go, men and women. Okay, this is for men and women on the insurance side and on the VA side. But with the VA, you actually would do the same thing. You still got to go to your primary doctor. You still got to go to your dermatologist. Somebody in that arena needs to put on your medical record that, hey, I am dealing with hair loss. And I'm only doing this to kind of like save, save the style. Like, y'all come to us, 'cause like I said, we are, I know we're great. You love us. And if you come to me, I'm going to tell you the steps, but if you have these steps already done, oh man, it's easy. I love a client that says, "Hey girl, I already done went to the doctor. I got it on my record that I got a biopsy for this area. Oh, perfect. We got everything we need. Let's go ahead and file this claim. Oh, you already done talked to this VA? Okay, well, request me as your vendor so we can get you a cranial prosthesis." And that's just what's out here, y'all. You know me, I'm gonna give you the nitty gritty and let you know that this is available for you guys. And help us help you all. Okay. So that's what it is. When we're saying like, hey, we're a medical hair loss facility, or yes, we're a trichologist, or we do non-surgical hair replacement, maybe we're a hair loss practitioner, all of us in some type of way, we are actually helping you get your hair loss back. But I know the way amazing Google is and social media is, you guys are hearing that insurance can cover this stuff, and this is how you got to get insurance to cover it. And even if you are going to a salon or stylist that may not be credentialed with insurance yet, go talk with your insurance company to see what it is that they can reimburse you back for your hair loss services. So you want to make sure you keep your receipts, because you can actually go talk to them yourself. If you have on your profile that you're dealing with hair loss. So that's really what I want to get on here and talk about today, guys. I'm not trying to hold you long. But if you are tuning into this later on, put replay. And if this is something that you are like, hey, I have this going on, could you help me? Is there something available for me? Just type more hair in the chat. If you put more hair in the chat, rather it's for you, rather it's for one of your relatives, we are a center that can really help you in this situation when you're going through hair loss. Hair loss is very can be very very hard for our individuals, and it's even more aggravating when nobody's telling you what you can do to get this coverage up. And insurance companies are getting that. They're realizing how much it affects the esteem of individuals because hair is what people see. So if all of a sudden my hair is coming out and I don't know anybody to guide me on how to get some services done, that could be very frustrating and aggravating to me as an individual. So I want to ease that process up for you guys. So just to recap it all, if you are a person who is dealing with hair loss, okay, you're dealing with hair loss and you're looking for your insurance company to give you some type of coverage, or you're looking for a facility to do hair loss services, or maybe you're even looking for a VA, somewhere. You're looking at one of these things. The first things first, you want to actually, find a go to your doctor and get it on your medical profile that I am dealing with hair loss. Let them give you a diagnosis. Okay. So when you come to us, we already know what you're dealing with, and we can go ahead and move forward from there. We won't have to guess and do the back and forth. Okay. So if you have any questions, guys, I'm here. I'm Amber McCray. I am your local clinical trichologist and hair restoration specialist. But look, excuse me, your local trichologist and non-surgical hair replacement specialist. So whether you're trying to grow your hair back or you're needing a hair replacement alternative, we are the go-to person for you. Okay. So thank you for joining again. I hope to talk with you all again next week on another topic. And if there's a topic that you want to hear, just leave it, send me a message. If you have any questions, just want to let you know that we are here to support you and we love you and we are that safe haven to help you get your hair back. All right.